damn it, I thought you meant the Foreign Office.
So what's the Foreign Office worried about then, Dick? Haven't you got the Foreign Secretary eating out of your hand?
Oh, yes, completely house trained.
So what's the problem?
The Prime Minister's the problem. He's starting to mistrust our advice when the Foreign Secretary gives it to him. He's even beginning to question Foreign Office policy.
Surely not.
We even see a danger of the Cabinet pursuing its own foreign policy.
But that's absurd. The country can't have two foreign policies.
Quite. And the PM's getting far too keen on keeping the White House happy.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. So how can I help?
Well, there are a couple of things coming up where he might need guiding in the right direction. One of them, St. George's Island.
Oh, yes. Remind me, would you, Dick?
Well, as you know, it's one of the few islands in the Indian Ocean to stay in the Royal Commonwealth after independence.
Oh, yes, that's right. It's quite democratic, too, isn't it?
Yes, free elections and everything. But there's a group of Marxist guerrillas in the mountains somewhere. And we're getting reports that they're planning a coup.
Oh, well, these things will happen.
Yes, but they're not thinking of starting it on their own. They're going to be helped by East Yemen.
East Yemen, isn't that a democracy?
Its full name is the People's Democratic Republic of East Yemen.
Oh, I see, so it's a communist dictatorship. And the guerrillas are Soviet-backed, are they?
Yes, and Libyan-backed. So obviously we in the Foreign Office are planning to stay right out of it.
Yes, obviously.
We'd only upset a whole lot of frontline African states if we got involved.
And we don't want to antagonize the Soviets at this moment, do we?
Quite. And we just landed a huge contract to build a new St. George's Airport and harbour installation. If we back the wrong side, we may lose the contract.
Yes, quite. We don't mind which side wins, the Democrats or the Marxists.
Why should we? But you see the problem. If the PM gets into one of his ghastly patriotic Churchillian moods, he may want to intervene, all that pro-British defending democracy.
Oh, I know.
He must understand that once you start interfering in the internal squabbles of other countries, you're on a very slippery slope. Even the Foreign Secretary's grasped that.
So what was the other point?
Yes, well, the Arabs have put down a motion at the United Nations condemning Israel. Naturally, we'll be voting on the Arab side.
Oh, naturally, no?
But I gather that the PM wants us to abstain.
Oh, surely not. Why?
Well, something about the PLO starting at this time, faults on both sides, the usual sentimental nonsense. Sucking up to the Americans, as always. Just help him to realize that as far as foreign affairs are concerned, his job is to confine himself to the hospitality and ceremonial role.
I'll do my best. But you know what happens when politicians get into number 10? They want to take their place on the world stage.
People on stages are called actors. All they're required to do is look plausible, stay sober, and say the lines they're given in the right way.
Some of them try to make up their own lines.
They don't last long.
No.